Hi everyone, thank you for joining me tonight on this topic of the big cat cheetahs. Um, I'll be talking about where the word cheetah came from. I will talk about what cheetahs do, where they can be found, and so on and so forth. So if you just joining me, I hope you go down and click that button, subscribe to get more information. You'll be the first person to know which story I'll be telling about each week. Um, I want to thank you for joining me tonight. I've been away for a while because I was sick in the hospital. So that's why you have not been seeing me live and posting most videos. But I'm back now, so let's jump right into it. Now, cheetahs. The word cheetah came from a word of the Hindu language. The Hindu language word cheetah means spotted ones. Now, there are many kind of big cats, but tonight I'm going to name few of them for you, and then we'll continue with the story. We have big cats like lions, we have leopards, tigers, jaguars, and of course cheetah. There's much more big cat, but I just wanted to list those five for you to know what exactly big cats are. And a lot of people get misconstrued or misinformation about big cats can be a pet, but for what I understand, you can't tame a wild cat. You can't tame a wild animal because normally big cats are wild animals. They belongs in the wild, in the forest, in the bush. So if you take a lion and bring it in your house and say, "Well, I'm going to tame him to be my pet," well, believe me, someday, somehow, one way or the other, that lion is going to get you when he's bigger or older and eat you up or tear you up. The same goes for leopards, tigers, and jaguars, as well as cheetahs. Okay, so cheetahs are one of the eight species of big cats. Long ago, cheetahs lived in Africa, Europe, Asia, and North America. But today, as we can see, they live in Africa and they are very small areas in Central Asia. Cheetahs live on a large open grassland area. They don't like to build a house or nets or something. They live in a big small area where there's a lot of grass because they can run as well as anything. Unlike lions, tigers, leopards that I mentioned earlier, or jaguars, cheetahs, you want to hear this? Cheetahs cannot row. A lion will row, row. Cheetah don't do that. Okay. Also, cheetah are different from other big cats. Okay. Cheetah babies are not called cubs. So you have the big cat, the lion baby will be called cubs. Tiger, the same thing. Leopard, the same thing. But cheetah babies are not called cubs. They are called kittens. I thought you didn't know that, right? It's the same thing when you have a cat. The cat baby will call kittens. It's the same thing with cheetah. Cheetah babies are called kittens. Use the baby just like baby cats. I just said that, just like baby cats. So they are called kittens because they look like a baby cat. More on cheetahs. There are seven species. There are seven species of cheetahs. Um, Most of those cheetahs or species of cheetahs, they can be found in or they live in Africa, and two can be found in Asia. Asian cheetahs are a little bigger and have darker fur than African cheetahs or than their African cousin, because the one in Africa is the cheetahs in Africa they are the cousins of the cheetahs can be found in Asia. So they are much smaller than the one in Asia. The one in Asia is bigger. So I want you to understand why it's different in that. And in some Asian countries, all of the cheetahs have been killed. Well, You might ask the question, why are they killing these beautiful animals? They kill them to get the skin. They use the skin, the fur, the skin end up and use the skin to make garment, clothing, bags, shoes, purses, you name it. So because of that, they're getting rid of these cheetahs when they deserve to live. Like we all deserve to live. Why would you kill a beautiful animal like that just because you want to use the skin to make some money? It's not fair on the part of the cheetahs. Cheetahs are about 31 inches long, cheetah is about 38 inches tall, I meant to say. Their bodies can grow to be 6 feet long. Imagine that. A cheetah tail can be 2 feet long. Wow. I thought you didn't know that, right? Cheetahs also weigh between 100 and 120 pounds. Females are usually smaller than the males. So cheetahs female are smaller. The male, which is the female, is the woman, is smaller. The male, which is the man, they are much bigger. Cheetah live in over 20 countries in Africa. The country Zimbabwe has the largest number of these cats, with more than 4,000 living there. So in the continent of Africa, a country called Zimbabwe, South Africa, in the area, you have 4,000 cheetahs living in that area alone. So most cheetah can be found in Africa. We continue on cheetah. Cheetahs are a very beautiful animal. You see it, you know it. Most cheetahs have yellow fur covered with black spots. All cheetahs have two black stripes running up and down their faces. And according to science, they think that these black stripes that are running down the faces of the cheetah shades their eyes from the sun. When cheetahs hunt during the day, they need to be able to see what they're trying to get at for the meal. So those stripes, you know, make their eyes to be shaded so they be able to see very well. They also can help the cheetah to hide in all tall grass. So that stripe is very important for a cheetah because they can hide in the tall grass and you never know they are there. There is also a rare kind of cheetah, the cheetah called a king cheetah. Its fur looks very different from the fur of a regular cheetah. King cheetahs have black stripes running along their bodies from front to back. Both regular cheetahs and king cheetahs are kittens. They can be born in a small litters. King cheetah are only found in and around the African country of Zimbabwe. That's in the south part of South Africa area. So the stripe that we see on the cheetah down on the cheetah face are called tear marks. Imagine that you didn't know that, right? Continue on cheetahs. So it's very important animal. We got to know what they do. Now listen here. This one is very important. I know you will like that. Cheetahs are the fastest land animal on earth. They run the fastest. There's no other animal on earth that can run faster than cheetah. Nobody can beat them in a race. If you're trying to do a race with a cheetah, then you're gonna be a loser because they run very fast. They are the fastest running animal on earth. They can reach speed of up to 70 miles per hour for a short time. Imagine that. You running 70 miles per hour in the short time. Just imagine what kind of speed will that be. That is faster than cars are allowed to drive on the most highways. So you see, car on the highways allowed to drive not as faster as the cheetah. So the cheetah can go and beat that car on the highway. He can run faster than the car on the highway. So car on the highway have a mileage. You should be running probably between 20, 25 to 30 miles on per hour or something. But cheetah runs 70 miles per hour. Imagine that. Cheetah have long legs, so that gives them the urge to be able to sprint or run faster. And their bodies bend easily. So when they're running, they hop easily like that, and the body bends for them to spring up another jump or run. This helps cheetah take steps at up to 22 feet long. Imagine. So because of the leg, when they're doing their running, just for them to take a step, it will be 22 feet long when they are running. Wow, that is incredible. I didn't know that though. I'm learning something right here. All right. So we need to know that cheetah have an extra large heart. So the heart, because if you're running with that such a speed, 70 miles per hour, you got to have a very big heart because or else you'll be breathing and pounding. You'll be tired like that when you're running that fast. You all know we human beings when we're running so fast and we see wow, we can hardly breathe and we're trying to gasp for breath. Cheetah don't do that because he has a big heart and that heart allow him to run faster. He also has a big lungs too. His lungs in his body is very big. Cheetah helps make the extra large breath when they run fast. Okay, the pointed toes and short claws then get a good grips on the ground. So the toes and the short claws make them to have a grip. Grip means they ought to hold the ground very well so when they're running they can't fall or slip or anything like that. So we understanding that cheetah not only is the fastest animal in the world, cheetah can also run at full speed of 900 feet. Wow! Oh my God! Can you believe that? They get tired and need to rest before they can run again. So a cheetah run 70 miles per hour, but then they run 900 feet before they can get exhausted or tired before they can take a rest and say, oh my God, I need a rest because this is too much for me. Cheetahs are smaller than a lion. So you need to know that a lion is bigger than a cheetah. Cheetah are smaller than a lion and a tiger, but they are still deadly predators. A predator is an animal that set trap to eat or catch another animals, eat them for his or her meal. Okay, so they are smart predators. They know how to hunt and catch animals. Cheetahs usually hunt small deer-like animals such as gazelles or impalas. They like to hunt during the day. Cheetah don't hunt in the night, so they are not nocturnal, which means they don't come out in the night. They sleep at night. In the day, they do all the hunting. Usually, they hunt alone, but sometimes a few males will hunt together. So, cheetah is like an animal that is independent. He or she does not depend on his mom or dad to go and hunt with him or hunt for him and bring him food. So they do it alone. They don't want dad and mom following them. But sometimes they can come together as a group of family members and go and hunt together. At first, a cheetah moves slowly when they start to go catch the prey. They don't run fast because if you run too fast, the other animal that you're trying to get for your meal might notice something is coming and he or she might escape. So when they're about to go and catch the predator, I mean the prey, what they do, they go slowly, they move slowly, creepingly, very slowly, so no sound, soundless. When it is 300 to 600 feet away, that's what they do. So they will spot an animal which they want to use for prey or the food, but they will spot them for a wide, long distance, 300 to 600 feet away from where the cheetah is. And then the cheetah would now be going slowly and slowly and slowly as he approaches the prey. The prey. The cheetah races after the animal. So when he getting closer to his prey, he start to run like a race. So okay, well, it's time for me to sprint because I'm the fastest running animal in the world. And he started to run after the animal he or she's trying to get for his meal. Without Within a few seconds, the cheetah catches its prey and knocks it over with a slap of his spur. So imagine that. When that cheetah slap you with his spurs, you finish. You dead meat. So that's what he does. When he catches them, the cheetah kills the animal by biting its neck. So in order to make sure the animal, after he slap it with his spurs, in order to make sure the animal is dead, he start to bite the neck area. Try to cut that pipe, you know, your pipeline in your throat. So once that is cut, you'll be bleeding, blood flushing out, air is going in, you'll be a dead meat in a second or a minute. After killing a large animal, a cheetah quickly drag it to a hiding place and begins to eat. Now, question: why do you think the cheetah will catch the animal, then he or she try to drag it to a quiet place and start to eat? There's so many reasons because there's other predator out there too. If the cheetah get that big animal or whatever animal he catches and leave it right in the open, guess what? The vulture will come to get his own meal. The lion might come and drive the cheetah away, and that will be fighting all over the place. So the cheetah don't want that. So when he catches a prey, he takes that animal to a quiet place, a hiding place, and begin to eat it piece by piece. Larger predators such as lion and leopard often steal a cheetah food. I just said that. So if it's out in the open and the lion is passing by, say, "Oh my God, this cheetah is lucky to. I haven't caught anything. Let me go and get that meal for him." And the cheetah will drive the cheetah away and take away his meal. So this will end part one of today's topic, the big cat, the cheetah. Stay tuned tomorrow for part two, and I hope you subscribe to the channel, and so you'll be informed anytime we are bringing, or you'll be the first to know what kind of video we have, what is coming up on our podcast. So I want to thank you very much for joining me today. This is Emmanuel Johnson. Have a good night.